Okay, so I am finally back from my vacation, but that doesn't really matter. We are actually here for Rune Slayer. Now, whilst I was gone, Rune Slayer actually announced that they are going to be releasing again. Now, they actually said the game will be releasing Friday, June 6th. In my time zone, it's converted to 10 p.m. So 10 p.m. on a Friday is a little bit annoying. I don't know how long I'll be able to play because I do have a lot of things to attend to in real life. However, there is a lot coming to this update that I'm genuinely interested in. Now, I don't know how true it is because I haven't actually seen the trailer, but we were rumored to be getting a samurai class or a class with a katana that utilizes katanas. I don't know how true that is. I don't even think there's anything in the Sneaks channel that supports that claim. No, there is something in the Sneaks channel that supports that claim. So yeah, we are actually getting a katana class, which is going to be super interesting, and it's actually samurai, and it looks like it takes some inspiration from Yasuo because it has Yasuo's wind tornado. So no, that looks super interesting. As well as that, we're going to be getting the tundra, and if the Sneaks hold true, we're going to be getting things like dungeons. We're going to be getting more end game things like conquest, etc. There is a lot that we could potentially be getting. War games, conquest, capture the flag, the tundra area with a bunch of new weapons. Now, we don't know if we're going to be getting subclasses with things like this or not, but we're going to have to wait and see the hard way. Friday's literally around the corner. So without further ado, I'm going to shut up and we're actually going to watch this trailer. It's not going to be a long video, so let's go into it. Okay, first thing I peeped, right? Why is this on Builderboy TV's channel? Shout out to my boy Builderboy. No, I rock with him heavy. But why is the trailer on his channel? I just don't see the correlation. I don't see why. That's anyways. Okay. Alright, so they did the invincible thing here. Let's get it. They didn't really do it right, but they did it. As you can see, there's already more than just a Chandra. We're getting a whole new area. This looks like a forest. This kind of looks like the place from Rogue Lineage at the back of the map. Forgot what it's called. These islands don't look too... I'm going to keep pausing, by the way, because Rune Slayer's been gone. I'm going to be hypercritical. You guys know how I feel about Rune Slayer. You guys know I love Rune Slayer, but I'm still going to be hypercritical. The game's been gone for super long. Island doesn't look too like in depth. Doesn't look like there's much going on here. This looks like a bunch of trees put on a sand map. Doesn't look like much. Here you get like a island. Now, is there going to be sea traversal? Because there's a bunch of water. Are we going to teleport here? Is there going to be sea traversal? Are we going to get ships? I don't think ships are going to be that crazy in this game, but how are we getting to these islands? And this island looks pretty small. Looks pretty small. Again, for Rune Slayer map, I would expect it, because this is an RPG game, for it to be kind of big, expansive, with different areas to explore. This looks pretty basic and simple. It looks like a Blox Fruits map. In all honesty, I'm not hating, I'm being hypercritical. It looks like a Blox Fruits map. The outer layer of this map does not look impressive, and that is pretty upsetting. It is upsetting, I'll be honest. The game's been gone. Rune Slayer, in my opinion, should be about collecting materials, harvesting materials, exploring new regions, new areas. This is not what comes to mind when I think of that. That does look cool though. Okay, so there's not going to be ships, but we're going to be able to tame things like sharks and ride on them. This obviously can't be a monster tamer exclusive thing. Because obviously how we all going to get a shark. Just gonna put this down. Music isn't really doing anything here. Okay, alright, see, there we go. This is more I like it. Now here we see the tundra. This looks more what I would expect from Rune Slayer. It's big. There's multiple different areas. Look, there's even some sort of library here. There's different sections, there's different areas, there's different layers to it. Here, you got the bridge that comes here, you got this area here, and you got the area at the top there. If we are able to pause it, okay, this might just be a different angle of the same part. Boom. Inside the area we just saw to the right, because you could tell by the bookcases, there's a whole stair spiral thing, which is crazy. Saber-toothed tigers, a white one, and some sort of dark blue fiery one. I'm assuming beast tamers are going to be able to tame that. We got snowmans. Defeat 8 snowmans. Looks like Eclipse's dreams are coming true. Defeat 8 snowmans. I'm not gonna lie. I get it. It's probably meant to be a meme. It's probably meant to be in reference to Eclipse. But let's take the game a little bit more seriously. Alright? Let's take the game a bit more seriously. We got a Yeti boss. That actually does look fire. I like that. Again, the tundra looks really good. Look at it. The tundra looks really expansive. Now, this interested me. There's a giant gate place. I'm assuming this is somewhere hidden within the tundra. Once you're inside of it, it has a whole underground. See, this is Rune Slayer. This is a RPG. This is what I wanted to see from before. Expansive, and there's probably a lot to do within this area and a lot to uncover and discover. Obviously, we have new armor sets. They look pretty good. We got a new bow. Hopefully it's good too. Dragon. We're gonna be able to fight the Tundra Dragon. That's big W's. I'm actually really happy about that. Yep. Okay. No, that's really interesting. Okay, and that's really interesting. That's really interesting. Now, I don't have too much to say other than, like, I'm definitely looking forward to it. There were some areas at the start of the game that just looked kind of rushed and placed there, maybe for the sake of adding or giving the illusion that there is more content than there is. Because the islands at the start didn't look too detailed. They just kind of looked placed there. And in my opinion, obviously we haven't gotten and played, but in my opinion, from what we saw, that looked pretty lazy. However, I'm very sure the developers are aware of that, and probably there is a lot of things to do within those islands that kind of lead to you getting to the tundra. So it's probably not like you just go straight to the tundra. It's probably a lead up of doing some sort of quest or venturing to some certain extent. And then obviously the tundra is super expansive. The tundra is big. I wonder if weather effects are going to be a thing, where it's like if you're too cold, maybe you get a status effect that affects your character, or you die from frostbite, etc. So you would need certain armors to keep you warmer. I'm genuinely interested to see what the developers actually do with the tundra to make it immersive. Now again, we do know we're getting a brand new subclass. Samurai, which I'm looking forward to actually progressing with. As well as that, I'm definitely looking forward to see what new things we also get. It was actually rumored that Dullahan was meant to get a revamp. Well, I guess we'll see, because Dullahan is pretty useless. So if Dullahan does get a revamp, that'll be pretty interesting. I'll definitely like to progress a Dullahan Samurai class before we head into the tundra. So definitely looking forward to seeing and playing this game. 10 p.m. is a bit of a late release, but it is what it is. And I guess I'll just see you guys there. Love and appreciate you guys. I'm gonna see you soon. Peace.